can I start, Ailbhe, by congratulating you? We were delighted with the result, naturally. But what I found interesting was that so were a lot of people from around the country. You're obviously a popular choice.
Oh, God, thank you.
But we've talked recently at the club, Friday night, last night, about your background, your education and so on. What we haven't really talked about is your family. So tell us something about your mum and dad and your brothers and sisters and growing up in Ireland.
So my dad is originally from Tralee, so this has been quite a big deal for him to have his daughter in the Rose of Tralee and go the week there and boast to all his friends that his daughter is a Rose. My mum is originally from Cavan, and they met in Dingle back about 30 years ago now. So they moved to Dublin then. My dad was a guard.
He was a
guard of Síochána, so a policeman in Ireland.
A policeman, right?
Yeah. They've been living in Dublin since probably 35 years ago now. My eldest brother Paul is 31, and I have an older brother Rory who is 28, and he's living in Kenya at the moment. He's
in Kenya?
He's in Kenya, yeah. So he is working as a team leader for a group of students teaching English over there. So we're all pretty proud of him for that. When I was growing up, basically Tralee was a massive thing for us, the whole festival. It was where I used to go for my summer holidays each year. The festival week, the Roses were big celebrities to me at the time. I used to have an autograph book, and I'd go and get all the Roses to sign my autograph. I'd chase them in the parades.
Now you still have that autograph book?
I probably do. I have a box where I kept all my old diaries and sentiment and things like that. So probably pull one out from somewhere.
At home with mum and dad, or have you brought it here?
Yeah. In Ireland. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, my mum and dad are still living in Lusk, where I grew up, which is a small village in North County Dublin. Growing up, Sunday was a very traditional day for us. It was Mass in the morning, and then we'd usually go home and have a big Sunday roast, and then the usual Sunday drive. And one thing that was quite a common event for us was looking at show houses. My mum is a bit of a nosy person, likes going in to see around other people's houses. So yeah, a lot of Sundays on our Sunday drive, if we saw a show house sign at the side of the road, we'd jump out and have a look in there. A lot of my family actually still live in and around Kerry, Cork, Limerick, all around that region. So that would be more a kind of holiday trip that we'd go down and visit all the relatives. And we do have family, my mum's side of the family live in Blackrock on the south side of Dublin. So yeah, a lot of Sundays we'd visit them, or they'd come to visit us. So, yeah.
But you also spent holidays in Tralee, didn't you?
Yeah.
During the festival?
Yes.
Which is when you got all the autographs and so on?
Yes. So that was a big part of my childhood, was at the Rose of Tralee festival each year at the end of August. That would always be our 2-week holiday. Kind of during the school summer holidays, we'd go to Tralee, and yeah, obviously it's a massive thing for my family, because my nana's 90 years old next week. She's lived in Tralee her whole life, and her whole family are from Tralee. So myself, all my cousins, I have 10 cousins, but that was where we used to go every year, and it was always such an exciting time to
get the whole family together.
The whole family together.
Oh, right.
And it's not only just the actual Rose of Tralee festival going on. It's a whole week where there's race week, and there's, for kids, there's like a big kind of like amusement park. So that was quite exciting as well. And yeah, obviously there's the parade, the Rose Parade on the Friday night, and you get to meet the roses in the Rose Garden in Tralee on Sunday afternoons. It's a really exciting time. That was probably my earliest memory is going to the Rose of Tralee and getting autographs.
And you said your grandmother, on your father's side,
yes.
Your father's mother, is still in Tralee.
Yes.
And she's 90 next week?
She's 90 on the 10th of June. She's the same birthday as I do.
All right.
She's turning 90 this year, so it was always a kind of joke, well, semi-joke, very serious, in our house, that she wanted one of her granddaughters to be a Rose in the Rose of Tralee festival. So this will be, it's a dream come true for me, and also a dream come true for my nana as well. So
after the announcement last night, you rang home?
Yes.
And you spoke to Dad?
Well, my boyfriend rang home first, and couldn't get much sense out of my dad. He said he laughed for about 2 minutes and talked about the session we'll have in Tralee for the week. My dad sent a text around then to all the family. So my nana actually didn't at first, because in Ireland the Irish Roses they qualify for the Irish final, and then they need to do a final for the 6 Roses that actually go through to compete in Tralee. So she actually didn't realise I'd gotten through to the actual national
final.
So yeah, that was pretty exciting when she found that out.
But your nana does now know that you'll be in Tralee.
Yes.
Right.
So,
and she doesn't have to clean up the spare room because you won't be. You'll be able to see her, but you won't be able to stay with her.
No, I won't be able to stay, but she'll have her other 4 children and all their kids, so she probably will have a bit of cleaning to do.
So you would expect to have quite a crew of supporters in Tralee?
Yes, definitely. It'll be a huge event for my family, given that this is, each year anyway, it's a big event for us, and now that one of the family is actually taking part, it will be bigger than ever, and yeah, I expect everyone to.
Okay, so in a sense you actually have an advantage over most competitors from New Zealand, because you've got a very clear idea of what to expect when you get to Tralee. Are you nervous about that?
Not yet, it hasn't sunk in properly yet, but yeah, I've seen it for years, obviously from the spectator point of view. I know how it works, what happens kind of during the festival, but yeah, it should be really interesting to kind of be on the other side and actually taking part, and yeah, get a much better insight into how the Rose of Tralee actually works. Okay,
we talked briefly earlier on about what you're going to have to do between now and August, the middle of August, when you leave. You have any ideas about things that you have any grasp of what it is you need to do, what you need to be doing?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we want to publicise it as much as possible, and just for in the future to make it as, for the Roses in the future, want to make things as easy for them as possible, and want to get as much support from New Zealand as possible. Yeah, obviously I need to do a lot of fundraising, there's a lot of outfit changes involved, so that will be
a lot of shopping?
Yeah, and that's another way of publicising New Zealand, and you know, getting exposure for things like New Zealand fashion, and through dresses you can express a lot of the culture and the heritage of the country.
Right.
So definitely be talking to some designers, hopefully trying to get their support. And a lot of people in New Zealand, I don't think they actually realise how big this contest is. It's the highest rating show in RoT, the national broadcaster in Ireland, for the whole year. So yeah, I think people should get involved, and it's good publicity for them too, and get a different audience for it.
Indeed, indeed.